What's up, guys and girls, gods and goddesses? Welcome to another video. And this video will be my very first God of War Ragnarok theory, and I'm so happy to finally be covering this game. So in this theory video, I want to talk about Angrboda. She showed up at the very end of the trailer, and I think that she looks fantastic. I know a lot of you have been asking me to release the God of War Ragnarok breakdown, and I am still going to do a breakdown to the trailer that we got. So please be patient. It's a lot of information. I'm trying to edit it in a way where it's very simple to consume. But let's just jump into what I think is going on with her neck. But I want to start by acknowledging that Angrboda surviving Thor's rampage is a downright miracle. All the giants are gone in Jotunheim, who knows how they perished, but Thor hunted down the rest in Midgard, all of them. So the fact that she managed to elude the gods even though they're rampaging is absolutely crazy. So what is going on with Angrboda's neck? I believe that this is a protection seal. When I first saw it, I instantly thought about Freya, when she put a protection seal on Kratos and Atreus, but that one actually disappeared while the one on Angrboda stayed, so it couldn't have been Freya who put this protection seal on her, plus the designs are completely different. But I'm saying that I believe it was Faye who put this mark on her neck. The only reason why Faye wasn't found was because she set up a protection seal around the forest to protect her and Loki. But also, her handprint, the one that was in God of War 2018, was on several trees in the area, and all of these combined created a protection around the forest so the gods couldn't find them. And even after death, Faye's markings do not disappear. I think before the inevitable destruction of the giants, because Faye knew the future so well, I believe that she found Angrboda, put her in the land of the dwarves, and also put this protection rune on her so she will always be hidden by the gods. I think that the shape of it and the size of it all matter because Angrboda 100% needs to survive. So Faye, using her abilities, hid the entire forest where her family was staying by putting markings around the surrounding area. However, to get one person to be hidden, she put a very large mark on that one person. Also, there is another hint that Faye and Angrboda definitely knew each other for a long period of time. Sony Santa Monica released portraits of the characters that were gonna show up. However, all the other characters received like a black or white background. Angrboda actually had Jotunheim in her background. But the Jotunheim in her background is very different looking than the Jotunheim that we went to. This Jotunheim was the one that Mimir actually showed us through his eye, which means Angrboda has been around for a very, very long time. I don't think that we should be deceived by the way she looks. Giants can live for a very, very, very long time, so the fact that she looks young here, maybe she's not as young as we think. In God of War 2018, the yellow markings that we saw all over the game, the visual language, was Faye telling us the direction we had to go because she walked the path first and marked everything along the way to guide Kratos and Atreus.
So good.
Do you want me to spoil something for you?
Yes.
This is all about spoilers?
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
so in video games, say like in all video games really, we have a technique of communicating with the audience by changing the color or the material on certain objects to indicate this is where you need to go, i.e. bad examples would be perfect dark with the arrows on the ground. Good examples would be like yellow piping or like white paint or something like that, right? So it's called visual language in the developer parlance, right? So the visual language in this game was placed by Faye. The entire journey has visual language throughout the entire game.
The palm print.
So that our sort of design way to communicate with the audience was rationalized at the end, in that Faye was so powerful that she walked the path that you walked well before. There's actually things written, several things written throughout the journey that are in yellow. She also wrote those things. So that right there, to me, she is the most sort of powerful character within the in my mind, sort of like the entire story, right? Because of how much she orchestrated all of this, right? And sort of answering what you're saying is that we have a tendency when taking on something that is difficult emotionally to stall, right? We don't want to deal with it. Sometimes as human beings, we want to push back against it because it's going to be hard.
So that's my theory on what happened. I think that Faye is trying to preserve this family that's here. In this game, I think Angrboda is supposed to serve as a love interest to Atreus. There's another giant. They look around the same age. We know that in the traditional Norse myth, these two create the monster children that's supposed to destroy the world. Loki and Angrboda are very tied together in the traditional myth, and I think they're going this route somehow in God of War Ragnarok. But what do you all think about my theory? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Let me know in the comment section down below.